Welcome back. Thank you for being part of this discussion. Before we went for a break, we are looking at the employer and the interview process. Now, this employer is interviewing people. As a candidate, this is how I'm supposed to present myself. Maybe this is how I'm supposed to do it and do it right. So, as an employer, as an employee who is going to be engaged, or a candidate who is looking for a job, how do I prepare so that I come and the panel is like, wow, this is the best person?
Thank you. One, you need to be clear about the role that you are being interviewed for.
Yes.
That is number one. Two, you need to know about the organization.
Yes.
This business that is interviewing you. You need, what do they do? What are their products?
Yes.
Where are they? This interview, you've been told to go to a certain place. You need to know where the place is, so that on the day of interview, you are not late looking around for the place. You need to dress right. You need to dress right for the interview.
What is dressing right? Someone may ask.
Well, you should understand the background of the business. There is a way lawyers will dress. There is a way HR practitioners will dress.
Yes.
There is a way IT people dress. There is a way accountants dress. They know it. So you need to have, there is even a way that organization dresses.
Yes.
They have a culture. Those are the points that you need to put in mind when you're getting ready for this interview.
Yes. Wow, thank you, Anthony.
That dressing is very key. There was a time we were interviewing for creatives, just script writers and production people.
Yeah.
Many of those people are usually very casual in their dressing. They have a jeans. So I remember our boss, top boss, telling us, MD, if you see someone who has a suit and being in a certain way, then the creativity there is very minimal.
Yes.
So that's very, very key. I think the other thing that is very important is your demeanor, especially when you get into the interview room. There are some people who are naturally arrogant.
Yes.
So please hide the arrogance. When you come into the interview room, you need to be polite.
Yeah.
You need to allow them to tell you what you need to do. So just don't come and say, so where am I sitting? And you pull a seat. Am I sitting there? There was a time we were interviewing a lady who is very, I think naturally she's very proud.
Yes.
So she came, she had 3 phones.
Wow.
She was dressed fancily, jewelry. Somewhere is in a gongana. So she came, she looked at us, say, hi everyone, how are you? Then she said, am I sitting here? She sat down, the phones were all placed on the table and her handbag, beautiful handbag. And she said, I'm glad to be here. By the time she finished that, everyone was thinking, hey, okay. Do you want to be the MD here? So already it was a very, everyone had a prejudice of the kind of person she was. So come in, get in, let them talk to you, let them tell you where you need to sit. Make sure your phone is off. Don't even have it on silent because it will distract you.
That's true.
If there's a call that comes in, that call might throw you off entirely. So switch it off, put it away, and just come in, walk in gently, and allow them to tell you. I think that's the phone is very, very important. Attire is very, very key. You need to know very general facts about your profession. Yeah, very important. If, for example, you are within the news environment, get to understand what is the headline that particular day. Because they might ask you, so what are the papers saying today? Yeah, what is the most current thing happening today? What is happening in Syria? So understand, if it's within the IT area, understand the new technology, because that is what will define who you are professionally, skill-wise as well.
Wow. That brings the aspect of preparation as a candidate. You don't just wake up and tell, okay, I have an interview, I just go. There's more to do before.
Yeah.
You know, before the day, get to know the organization, get to understand what they do. Also get to understand the values of the business. Sometimes values don't work, don't rhyme. There are some values that will not just work. What I believe in and what the organization of the business believes in.
Right.
So it's always very good also to try and understand, what do these people do? What do they believe in? So that you ask yourself, okay, as Beatrice, do I fit within these values? For example, maybe they deal with a product that I don't believe in. I don't believe someone should take it or something. So again, we like go there. So I feel sometimes you'll have conflicts between the values.
Right.
So preparation, this aspect of preparation, we are doing interviews virtually, as we said. And as a candidate, I've seen this happening. We are interviewing someone. You can see someone is on a field, or this person actually like not ready. So what do you say about that? Because virtual interviews are formal interviews. And you should just imagine, because I'm doing it from the house, I can just do it from the bedroom or something like that. So what do I do as a candidate?
You're right. You need to be ready and take virtual interviews are formal interviews.
Yes.
What is your background? How are you dressed? Even the noise.
Yes.
Is there any informal noise in your occasion?
Yes.
No one will excuse you. You need to find a quiet place
Yes.
where you can concentrate. The background, you know you are on a camera. What is it that people can see in your background?
Yes. You're
Because they will form opinions of you based on that. So bottom line is you need to know virtual interview is a formal interview. The way you walk in formally for a normal interview, face-to-face interview, is the same. The requirements and the demand is the same.
Yes.
Even for a virtual interview. You need to go out of your way and make sure you are in a place that appear formal.
In this aspect of virtual, before you respond, Anthony, we have the aspect of social platforms of an individual. And we have seen employers going to an extent of going to the Facebook, trying to see, just putting your name, trying to see what you do, where you are. What did you say about that in terms of this process?
Oh, it is very, in fact, if today I really want to know, and in our practice, we do that a lot.
Yes.
If I want to know who you are deeper,
Yes.
I will go to your social media and check your Instagram handle, Facebook, Twitter.
Yes.
That many times, and it's a pitfall a lot of us have. We just post anything. We are mad about something, our relationships, we throw it in there.
Yes.
So it is very important for anyone in this generation to know exactly what they put on their social media. Because that is your life.
It's your life.
Yeah.
Those are things you will do when your boss is not there in the office.
Yes.
So I need to see what that is like. So very important to know what to say right there on social media. It's actually become a tool to check who you are
That is it.
in this generation. I wanted to add two things. Sometimes people come for an interview and they talk too much.
You're right.
Oh my goodness, it is a put off when they ask you a question, but you're not specific. You go round circles and you keep going and going and going. Sometimes you feel, now I'm putting the point home, but you're actually getting away further and further. So go straight to the point, answer the question as brief as you can. It is very helpful. The other one is how you talk about your former employers. So sometimes you talk ill things about, because you want to impress. You actually are putting yourself in a very precarious situation, because what you say about the other people, you will say about me
That is it.
when you go elsewhere. So even if it was a really terrible environment, you don't have to say that
shouldn't say
in an interview. You don't have to say that in an interview.
That is it.
Yeah.
You're right. You know, sometimes in an interview, if you're not careful, you can say things that are not supposed to be said. Please answer the question asked. And always remember, this is a formal process. You know, sometimes we make the process to look so calm, like an informal way. We can make interviews an informal way so that you are at ease. But you realize that doesn't give you a loophole to just make us know what you're not supposed to know, or you expose yourself, and you later just say, this one cannot fit in this job. So it is very, very important as a candidate to ensure that you focus on what is being asked.
Right.
Yeah, answer what is supposed to be answered. So prepare well, answer what is supposed to be answered. Now, you get into an interview and people, sometimes it is, we want to test your patience. We want to test how you respond to issues or to customers, because customers can be different. We say they're not difficult, but they're different. How they react to situations. And so I ask you a question that can provoke you a bit to see how you're going to respond. Yeah. So how do I do that as a candidate as we get to closure?
A candidate need to be sober at all times.
Yes.
You need to be rebel-minded, because how you will respond now,
Yes.
we assume is how you will respond to candidate.
Yes.
So even when you are faced with the questions like you're saying, provoking, you should answer them very professionally. Yeah. Because it's a way of getting into your character. It's a way for the interviewer to get to know you more.
Yes.
And to be able to reveal what you're hiding. So you need to remain professional. Yeah.
You're right. Anthony?
I had a boss once who was a master of that.
Yes.
So he will throw you off and ask you something that will provoke you.
Yes.
It could be about your dressing, or even how you talk and how you speak.
Yes.
And he will ask you, so you want to be a journalist and this is how you dress. So you need to be very level-minded
Otherwise
to
you
answer,
go
or
and-
else, yeah, you will say, but what is wrong with that?
Yes.
I'm formal, and so on and so forth.
Yes.
One other thing, I think that is very important.
Yes.
There are interviews that, and it is good to impress
Yes.
in an interview. That's how you get the job. There are interviews that is not just for you to be formal conversation.
Yes.
There are interviews that you need to go and present something more than the talk.
Than the talk, yes.
So in such a situation, I think it is very important when you receive a call from probably a HR, officer, you can ask. And if you think you presenting something, either a PowerPoint
Yes.
or an audio or a video will help, it is okay to ask, is there an opportunity for me to do a presentation in the interview? That could actually be your breaking point. And if they allow you to, why not? Go ahead, you'll be better, a step further than all the rest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We agree that we need to do it right. You're looking for a job, you call for an interview, ensure you do it right. Prepare yourself, get to know where these people are, get to know what they do. If you don't have a website because it's a new business, ask us when we call you. Ask, where are you? What do you deal with? So that you can have a background of the business. That is very important. And please, always speak the truth in an interview. Don't lie. If you don't know something that is asked, just say you don't know. Don't go around the bush trying to get an answer, which is wrong. Ensure you give it the correct answer, which is, I do not know. So we are glad that you are coming to the close of this program. And we know that God is taking us far, and you're going to achieve the purpose of our lives. It has been Empower. My name is Beatrice Chuchu. See you next week.